The Seminoles about to kick it away and get this season started. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Stanford's offense will get first crack at it today. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low. And so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Back to throw, it's Aurora. It's complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Stanford. You start the season, top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on 3rd down at the Dome. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That's caught. It's Bernard. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. So Florida State's offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, the offense is being aggressive here in their opening possession, trying to throw the ball in the first 2 plays. They went incomplete 1st down, and now they take a sack on 2nd down. This is not going to script, and they understood it was going to be a challenge against this defense, and I love the fact that they're going to be aggressive trying to throw, but the execution has got to be better.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Might as well give it to him again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds a hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run at it.
From the shotgun, the inside give. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Stanford to the line, trying to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try to power their way ahead. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Aurora. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Off play action. Shoots it to the left. Zips it out to his man. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. Takes the handoff. It's Bernard. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attack.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. And the field goal unit is on the field. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Good, right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. And And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Cal is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Aaron Rodgers, this has not been a blowout today in Berkeley. They're up by 7 over Mississippi State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
And the Noles send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
He might want another play. To the air, it's Aurora. Here's a heat. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on second down. Sends it back in motion. To the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And as he throws, another incompletion on third down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Finds a tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice.
Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll go hurry up here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Barnes. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Whips it out in the flat.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Touchdown, Florida State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing them around, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Aurora. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Might be looking to run. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Lofts one high and deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Stanford will boot it away to start this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Looking downfield on first down. Snags it on the right. Hits the crease. Touchdown Seminoles. He got it loose, and it was lights out after that.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him, and the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And he puts through the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. They're working that left side. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Plenty of distance between him and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. It's Aurora. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And a really good job on the defense, understanding third down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a fourth down.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And he just runs out of bounds, and I think he's short. I think he misjudged where he had to get. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. The short hands, it's Barnes. And they reacted well with the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, no!
And a really nice job understanding. I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Aurora. He's got him. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Quick handoff. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds his man. It's Rourke. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He slings it deep to the left. And he makes the catch at the 10. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Might be changing the route. Wants to fire on second down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Stanford! Grab the a short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He's got him in the flat. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Noles will bring the punt team onto the field. Here's the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. From the gun, give on the inside. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Stanford wants to push the pace.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Off the play fake on 1st down. He'll take the deep shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was... just trickled through his fingers. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Florida State. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I've heard
present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. And with the heat he's been under, you wouldn't be surprised if he's seeing ghost every time he drops back. And I think it's fair to say that the corner and the rest of his buddies on defense have won this battle, keeping this quarterback in check, David.
They have. They've definitely won the battle. And you wanted to see more in this matchup. And I tell you what, this QB, we know he's got ability. And listen, I know that's a great corner out wide, but I wish he'd have made a little bit more of the simple plays and moved this offense a little bit. Been a bad day, man.
A strike downfield. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He rifles one deep to the left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
They tried to turn the corner on him, but the defense was ready, and they knock him down for a loss. Have to put that 1st down behind them. It's 2nd and goal from the 11. Back to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Quarterback making checks. Right on the money. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Rides the back on the option. The give.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He caught it. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this. Looks as if they're going to get the W behind a really good performance from their passing attack and maybe hold that edge in the rankings as well, fellas.
They're going to hold the edge. They're going to create some separation, too, I think, because of the throwing ability. This quarterback came into this game lighting it up. We knew in the preseason this guy had talent, but against an opponent like this, David, it's impressive to see his performance.
Well, it's one thing to have talent, but to get all the talent with the new pieces every single year to work together, this passing attack looks like they're going to be formidable. And now you already got that one top 25 win for the resume to keep building throughout this season.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.